As Nancy mentioned, the hazardous weather nationwide is delaying deliveries of coronavirus vaccine shipments. President Biden was scheduled to travel to a Pfizer vaccine facility in Michigan, but the trip has been postponed until at least tomorrow as the winter storm system moves into D.C. today. Debra Alfarone has more.
Snow and ice blanketing much of the U.S. is expected to delay vaccine deliveries and distribution for days. Vaccine centers in several hard-hit states have had to temporarily close, and others are canceling appointments.
We're in this ridiculous situation. We have massive ability to give people vaccination, but right now we're running out again.
The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, expects shots to be available for all Americans by July, but says it may take longer for everyone to get inoculated.
How long it will take to vaccinate people will really depend upon the efficiency with which you get doses into people's arms.
The U.S. is vaccinating an average of 1.7 million Americans per day, up from 1 million a day 1 month ago, putting President Biden on track to surpass his goal of 100 million shots in his first 100 days in office. He met with a group of labor union leaders at the White House yesterday, in part to sell his $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan.
The pandemic relief plan will top the agenda when Vice President Kamala Harris sits down virtually today with an all-female group of business leaders and members of Congress.
Meanwhile, a group of scientists sent an open letter to the Biden administration demanding better ventilation and required use of N95 masks in high-risk workplaces.
The reason we're changing masks or encouraging better masking, for one, is that this new variant that's coming in is much more transmissible.
Federal prosecutors have begun an investigation into how New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's administration handled nursing home deaths during the pandemic. The governor maintains the state didn't cover up deaths, but should have moved faster to release information.
Back to President Biden's goal of having 100 million Americans get shots in his first 100 days in office. At this point, some experts are saying that a more appropriate goal might be to get 3 million shots per day. Right now, that would be 1 million shots per day is his goal. So 3 million shots per day would see every person who wants to get this vaccine getting it by June instead of July, Anne-Marie.
Okay, Debra, it's going to be a pretty busy day on Capitol Hill in terms of the coronavirus relief efforts. The vice president's going to be discussing his American Rescue Plan with senators later this morning, and the House Appropriations Committee as well as the Senate Banking Committee. They're both holding hearings. The focus is sort of paving the way to an equitable recovery. I presume that's because, what we have seen with some of these stimuluses that have been doled out is at times some very big businesses or individuals who may not really need the money get it, while small businesses are struggling and they're confused by the process. I take it that is going to be part of the focus when it comes to the conversations in these hearings.
Absolutely. And also, we're going to be talking about how women are disproportionately affected as well. So let's start off with Vice President Kamala Harris's meeting today. She's going to be talking about how women are really leaving the workforce and they have to take care of children at home who are doing online schooling. And so that's going to be the discussion. She's meeting with senators, but also with business leaders, female business leaders. And she's going to be talking to the head of the Service Employees International Union and also the CEO of Time's Up, which is the anti-sexual harassment group. Now, going to the House Appropriations Committee, the head of the CDC will be talking there. And also, you were saying about the Senate Banking Committee and that hearing on economic recovery, there will be local mayors there. There'll be local business owners. And again, those small business owners. I mean, when you think of PPP being doled out and some of them not getting it because so much went to bigger companies, it's definitely not equitable. And so there needs to be some kind of brakes put on that. And that'll be the discussion that they're having today. Lots of people are still hurting. I know we're all looking at the weather out there, and that is so tough. And still, there's so many people hurting in so many different ways.
Yeah, it's a really great point. And, study after study have indicated that the economic fallout of this pandemic has fallen squarely in the laps of women. Many women are in the service industry, and so their jobs were sort of lost almost right away, or because their children are at home, they've chosen to dip out of their jobs so they can do homeschooling and all that other stuff. So both really, really important discussions to have, because it's not about how much money, it's about making sure sure that the money is used properly and given to the people in need. All right, that's my rant, Deborah. Thank you so much.
It's all good. No, there's going to be repercussions for years to come on this. So rant away. I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.